To show off with the UAAP as the first round of the men's basketball tournament in season 88 will come to a close this Sunday with a blockbuster rematch between last year's finalists. It will be the defending champions, the UP Fighting Maroons, taking on the De La Salle Green Archers at 4:30 p.m. at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Of course, you can catch this game live on One Sports on the UAAP Varsity Channel and the Pilipinas Live app. The Fighting Maroons have been on a roll since starting the season with back-to-back losses. They've won 4 straight games, with their latest victory coming against the FEU Tamaraws last Sunday. Despite this recent success, UP assistant coach Christian Luanzon says the team hasn't reached where they want to be in terms of consistency yet. He adds preparations for their next game are the same, regardless of opponent, but the team can't discount the fact that it is a rivalry game.
Malayo pa, no? But we're building towards it. No? And Coach God would always emphasize, at least compared to the first 2 games, that even in the second game when we lost that game against Adamson, what's important for us is every game, every practice, we're improving. It's important for us to continue this momentum. I'm just happy that I have 1 week to prepare, which means there's time to rest and at the same time to scout. We cannot be too high and too low approaching that game. The preparation is always the same regardless of who we play. But you cannot, parang discount the fact that it's, going up against a rival team. We play them in the finals. I think what's important for the players is paano nila i-prepare yung katawan nila. Just be focused, more importantly, mentally, sa lahat ng preparations namin, papasok ng larong yun itong linggo.
The heavyweight battle against UP comes at a tough time for La Salle. In the past week, they lost 2 players to injuries. Mason Amos tore the MCL in his right knee in La Salle's loss to the NU Bulldogs on Sunday. He'll be out for about 4 to 6 weeks, which means he won't see action till the finals at the earliest, and if the Archers make it that far again. Kian Baclaan suffered a similar injury in La Salle's overtime win over the UE Red Warriors on Wednesday. He will miss the rest of the season. Even with Amos and Baclaan in tow, the Archers have been struggling in the second half of the first round. They lost 2 of their last 3 games, and they barely got past the Red Warriors, who had a 21-point third-quarter lead before collapsing in the endgame. Team captain Mike Phillips highlights the need for the Archers newcomer Jacob Cortez. He's excited for his first matchup against UP.
We're going to really, prepare. I put our trust in our coaches to really prepare. We know it's going to be a good game, and so we're going to really stick together. First, we're going to really do our best to analyze this game. We even won, but it was a lot of highlights, a lot of downlights in this game, and so hopefully it's going to be a good game. Sunday. So yes, we got a couple of days to recover and really get back and have another great game. Hopefully against UP on Sunday.
Excited, of course. Before I was just watching these La Salle, UP games, La Salle, but now I finally get a chance to play against them, and I'm just looking forward to it. But then again, still focused on what we need to do to win. And like Mike said, we're locked into practice, recover, and just sticking together.
Well, meantime, La Salle head coach Topex Robinson understands why his UE counterpart, Coach Chris Gavina, went on an expletive-laden rant on officiating after their match on Wednesday. Robinson himself admitted to One Sports that there are really some challenges this season regarding the officiating. The champion coach also knows Gavina's tirade came out of frustration, adding that he can himself do the same thing if he were in that position. Emotions ran high after La Salle's 111-110 overtime win over UE. Gavina had some choice words for the referees after they called an unsportsmanlike foul on UE's Buelo Lingo-Lingo for falling on Kian Baclaan's leg and injuring the La Salle guard. The incident happened midway through the 4th quarter when the Archers were clawing back after being down by as many as 21 points. Lingo was ejected from the game. He had scored 24 points for the Warriors in the close fight.
Well, Lingo has also released a statement on the incident. He publicly apologized to Kian Baclaan, his family, his team, and to everyone affected by it. He adds it was never his intention to hurt anyone and that he was just diving for a loose ball. He explains this is something players instinctively do in the heat of the game. Lingo also apologized to the UAAP and to everyone who continues to uphold fair play and sportsmanship in collegiate basketball. He then went on to say that he accepts this experience as a lesson to become a better and more responsible basketball player. Lingo also thanked his coaches, teammates, the UE community, and his supporters. The UAAP has suspended Lingo for 3 games following the incident. The league deemed it an excessive and forceful contact. Baclaan had earlier said he has spoken to Lingo. He also pleaded to the public to stop bashing the UE ace. We have 7 more exciting UAAP basketball games on tap this weekend.
All games will be at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Let's take a look at the screens right now for the schedule. Action will begin at 12 noon tomorrow between the defending women's champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs, and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Then at 2 p.m., the respective men's teams will go head-to-head. At 4:30 in the afternoon, the Adamson Soaring Falcons will battle the USC Growling Tigers. Their women's teams will close out the game day at 7 in the evening.
On Sunday at 11:30 a.m., the UE Lady Warriors will try to go for their first win again as they take on the FEU Lady Tamaraos. Then at 1:30 p.m., their men's teams will hit the floor in the first game of Welo Lingo's 3-game suspension. And lastly, at 7 p.m., the UP Fighting Maroons battle the De La Salle Lady Archers. Again, you can catch all the action on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up, a couple of PBA updates for you as 2 heavyweight games take place in the Philippine Cup. Play-by-play will be right back.
Welcome back to Play-by-Play only here on One News. Jamie Malonzo is now back on the market just weeks into his Japanese B-League journey. The Kyoto Hanares announced that they have mutually parted ways with Malonzo after only 5 games into the 2025-26 season. This will make the Gilas Pilipinas mainstay a free agent in the B-League. Malonzo struggled to find his footing with the Henares, seeing limited minutes in his first overseas stint. His longest outing came against the Shiga Lakes on October 12, where he played just over 14 minutes. Malonzo finished the match with 2 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. His final game with Kyoto saw him go scoreless in less than 6 minutes of action against the Hiroshima Dragonflies. The Henares have lost their last 4 games and are off to a 1-4 start to the season. Take note that Malonzo cannot return to the PBA for now. That's because of the new 3-year ban on players who leave for other leagues even though they have offers for contract renewals from their mother teams.
Speaking of the PBA, back-to-back wins now for the Magnolia Hotshots to start the Philippine Cup. Magnolia powered past the Titan Ultra Giant Risers 127-119. The Hotshots were in control most of the game, but the Giant Risers stayed within striking distance. The Hotshots finally got the separation they needed when they started the fourth quarter with a 13-0 run. Xavier Lucero led Magnolia with a double-double, 23 points and 17 rebounds to go with 4 assists. Calvin Abueva is still MIA for the Titan Ultra because of a hamstring injury. Joshua Monzon carried the load for the Giant Risers with 28 markers in a losing effort. Magnolia is now 2-0 in the All-Filipino Conference, while Titan Ultra falls to 1 victory and 2 defeats. It's the Meralco Bolts versus Barangay Ginebra.
San Miguel in tonight's second PBA game. They traded many runs early on, but scoring slowed down toward the end of the first quarter, with Ginebra taking a slight lead, 20-16. In the second period, the Gin Kings got a boost from rookie Sonny Esil and Jeremiah Gray. At the half, Ginebra had 42-30. Ginebra entered the game with 1 win and 1 loss, while Meralco was at 1 victory and 2 defeats.
Big games on tap this weekend in the PBA Season 50 Philippine Cup. Tomorrow, the league will head up north to Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, as the Converge Fiber Xers take on the TNT Tropang 5G at 7:30 p.m. Come Sunday, the Philippine Cup will resume with a doubleheader at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. At 5:15 p.m., the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters will go up against the San Miguel Beermen. Then at 7:30 p.m., the Meralco Bolts will battle the Magnolia Hotshots. You can catch the games on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app.
From basketball, let's move to volleyball as the PLDT high-speed hitters remain determined as ever, even after their dominant start in the PBL Reinforced Conference. PLDT is fresh off its commanding sweep over the Chocomucho Flying Titans, 25-21, 25-20, and 25-19. Savvy Davison led the way with 19 points on 15 attacks, 3 blocks, and an ace. Russian import Anastasia Bavikina and PM Kiana D backed her up with 13 and 9 markers respectively. After the match, D and team captain Catarado spoke about PLDT's hunger to win its 3rd straight PBL title after sweeping the On Tour and Invitational tournaments.
It's a new conference. Each team has a reinforce, so it's really going to be a different level. So we just focus one game at a time. We just take it day by day. We take it one game at a time. We focus lang sa goal. Hindi na namin iniisip na back to back. It's a new conference, new teams, may mga ibang players na pumasok, may mga reinforced. So,
siguro yun nga, katulad nga lagi ng sinasabi ni Coach, kahit naman simula na hindi kami pwedeng tumingin agad sa malayo. Pero yan nga, day by day, parang game by game, kung sino yung team na kalaban namin next game, kailangan namin tutupan talaga everyday. So, per tao. So, hindi muna namin iniisip yun nga sabi lagi sa amin na kung gagalaw ka na maayos, for sure naman, yung result na makuha natin.
The PVL will also head up north tomorrow as the Reinforced Conference resumes. Games will take place in Ilagan City, Isabela. First up, at 4 p.m. are the Petrogas Angels looking to get back on track against the Cherry Tigo Crossovers. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Galleries Tower High-Risers will face the defending champions, the Creamline Cool Smashers. You can catch the games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up, class is officially in session, and your professor, an Olympic gold medalist. Hidilyn Diaz takes on a brand new role at the UP Diliman College of Human Kinetics. The details and more when play-by-play returns here on One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Action continues to heat up in Day 2 of the Reyes Cup 2025. Team Asia is looking to increase its commanding lead. They already won today's first match, a team battle in thrilling fashion, 5-4. It is now 5-0 in favor of Team Asia. They opened their title defense by winning all 4 Day 1 games. Rising star AJ Banas impressed in his debut, showing poise beyond his years in the race to 11 showdown. The highlight of Day 1 came in the doubles event as Johan Chua and Vietnam's Duong Quoc Quang pulled off a thrilling 5-4 victory over Americans Fedor Gorst and Skylar Woodward. Here are Manas and Carlo Biado talking about their Day 1 performances.
Siyempre nakaka-pressure kasi yun na nga, ako yung pinakabata tapos first time ko yung ganitong event. Pero na-handle ko naman yung pressure, so nakapaglaro ako ng maayos.
Sa tingin ko dahil sa tingin ko siyempre gusto kong manalo para mailip natin ulit yung pangalawang Reyes Cup itong taon na to at siyempre sigurado ako dahil sa mga kakampi ko, gustong-gusto rin manalo dahil lalo na si AJ Manas, ngayon first time niya itong Reyes Cup nung last year, hindi siya kasama pero ngayon kasama siya at sa tingin ko takam na takam manalo to ngayon.
Once again, our floor director, Audie, really hard-working. Weekend na, sipag pa rin talaga. We've got a PBA and NBA preseason tonight's highlight reel. Unahin muna natin ang PBA.
Magnolia Titan. Kanina lang to eh. Gandang laban. Of course, here's Joshua Munzon trying to double. Ooh! Leaving Javi Gomez-Liano getting the basket plus the foul and one for Munzon. Take a look at that crossover on Javi. Went left and then all the way to the whole challenge. And challenged by Sanggalang, no problem here for Munzon. Take a look at this again. It will be a screen, but no, it won't be used. And then all the deadly move from Joshua Munzon. That first step really quick. By the way, Josh monster as he posted 28 points for Titan Ultra, but unfortunately the Giant Risers would fall short against the Magnolia Hotshots. Same game this time. Let's go to the Hotshots side. 9 seconds left in the first. Baroka has it against Balanza, his former teammate in Magnolia. Sanggalang, stripped away. Jonicio to end the first. Gets that one to go in. And look at Peter Alfaro, loving that. And Coach Eli Tenorio, high fives his wards there. Look at Jonicio just letting that go. Oh, Franyu going down. Hopefully he's okay. Well, those are Junicio's only points in the game, though. But Magnolia beats Titan Ultra, as I said, 127 to 119 is the final score. Mula PBA, let's go to the NBA preseason. How about the Rockets against the Hawks? Stolen away here. JB Davison. Woo! Skying high. Look at that leap, the athleticism. Skying high for that one-hander. And look at that, looking at the bench too after. Davison finishing with 14 points, 6 assists, 4 steals. Rockets beat the Hawks here 133 to 115 in Atlanta. Well, it is a preseason. Okay, up next, let's go to the Magic against the Pels in Orlando. Take a look at this play. Ooh, nutmeg. What a play scramble there. Jace Richardson dives for the ball, then through the middle. Didn't panic. Take a look at that. In between the legs of his defender. And yeah, we'll bring out the goggles there for Richardson. Nice pass. He finished with only 3 points, but he did have 6 assists. Tristan De Silva was the recipient here, who finished with a two-handed flush, by the way. He had 7 markers, I believe. Oh, yeah, 7 points for Orlando. Richardson had 3 points, but he did have 6 assists. Okay, let's go to the same game, but this time from New Orleans, Zion Williamson. This time, to Trey Murphy. It's the other way around. This is a good thing about the front court for New Orleans. They're both athletic, Zion and Murphy, with a windmill flush, the alley-oop. Of course, we'd love to see Zion on the other end of that alley-oop, but still nice to see Zion lobbing it up to Trey Murphy. Zion, by the way, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Murphy also had 18 markers to go along with the 7 boards. The Magic won this matchup. Final score, 132-125.
And before we go, Professor Hidilyn Diaz is reporting for duty in UP. The country's first ever Olympic gold medalist announced that she is joining the faculty of the University of the Philippines Diliman College of Human Kinetics. In her social media post, Hidilyn shared her excitement as she embarks on a new chapter in her life. Diaz aims to give back to the next generation using what she calls a level up opportunity. UP's College of Human Kinetics is just as excited as it recognized the value of gaining an educator of Diaz's caliber. Congratulations and good luck, Professor Hidilyn.
Parang gusto ko ulit mag-aral, ah. Parang gusto ko mag-apply maging professor lang sa Hidilyn Diaz.
Ang daming mag-enroll.
Oo, no? Para lang pag makita lang, sino professor? Hidilyn Diaz? Di ba?
You know, my teacher is Hidilyn Diaz kasi. So
I wonder if on the side she will teach or may magpapaturo ng weightlifting. Pwede, no? Ma'am, naka-A po ako sa test mo. Turuan mo ako ng weightlifting. Gusto ko maging Olympian din. But congratulations to Heidi. What a feat. Of course, nothing to prove anymore. The first ever gold medalist in the Olympics for the Philippines.
Nagsa-side quest na lang siya.
Oo, wala na.
Doon na siya sa main story.
Ang kinaganda nun, she's imparting her knowledge, not just sa sport niya, sa weightlifting, helping the young weightlifters. Ito, ngayon, being a professor, also teaching the young generation. So mabuhay ka, Heidi. Sana mapabisita ka dito sa Play-by-Play. That's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. You can catch us again Monday, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Happy weekend. Good night.